guilty and not guilty. According to David Straight, those are commercial terms. And so if you are pleading guilty or not guilty, you are telling the court you are a vessel, your all caps corporate name, and it puts you under maritime jurisdiction. So according to David Straight, you should claim that you're innocent because human beings, divine creations, are innocent. He also says that the number one thing for you to do is to change your status to an American, that you don't want to be a citizen, that you don't want to be a person, and that you don't want to be a resident. Now, when you know the lingo and you go into the courtroom and you see the tricks that they're playing, because I've seen some people like trying to advocate and they're like, well, it was a really tricky case that the judicial officer was overseeing. No, according to David Straight, the courts are owned privately a lot of the time. And my judicial officer flat out told me there aren't constitutional rights in her court, because she was basically saying this is maritime law. You're in the water, not under the supreme law of the land, because it's right. The constitutional rights are the supreme law of the land. And he said that in Colorado, they even made the sea level like up high on some mountain or something so that everybody's in the water. Witchcraft legal system. Because according to David Straight, they're Satanists. And we had a confession from a judicial officer that went to somebody that is a known healer, and I forget if it was the state of Oregon or Washington, so I'm so sorry about that, but probably leaves more anonymity anyway. And she started pulling guilt and shame out of the person's space, and he started to sob because he was a family court judicial officer and head of the Satanic Church. So anyone that's been railroaded, which also according to David Straight is the legal term for you go in and they have you on a predetermined path and they're just doing the fake ritual of a proceeding to pretend that there's due process.